It is Miyu Yamashita who holds steady in the winds of South Wales. And amidst the challenge of all the others, she has her major. Japan has the champion.
8 strokes behind. Final round. No one believed it was possible. That's what people were saying when Japan's Miyu Yamashita stepped up to the tee on Sunday morning at the Maybank Championship in Malaysia. The 24-year-old rookie was so far back that most analysts had already stopped mentioning her name. The trophy seemed out of reach, already destined for someone else. But what unfolded over the next few hours would change everything. Yamashita delivered a flawless 7 under 65, fought her way into a dramatic 3-way playoff, and then drained a nerve-wracking 20-foot birdie putt that silenced the crowd and stunned the golf world. When it was over, a new star was born. A rookie who turned an impossible deficit into one of the most remarkable comebacks in LPGA history. This is the story of how Miyu Yamashita went from forgotten rookie to living legend, all in a single unforgettable Sunday. The atmosphere at Kuala Lumpur Golf and Country Club was tense and humid that morning. It was the final day of the Maybank Championship.
And with a score of 277, the winner of the gold medal and the 2025 AIG Women's Open champion, Miyu Yamashita.
And South Korea's Hae-jin Choi had been unstoppable all week, dominating the field with calm precision. She wasn't just leading, she was owning the tournament. Choi wasn't just ahead, she was dominating the field. Going into Sunday's final round, she held a massive 19 under total with a comfortable 4-shot cushion separating her from the pack. From the opening day, she'd controlled this tournament completely, playing flawless front-running golf that seemed unbeatable. The victory appeared to be hers for the taking. Far behind her, Miyu Yamashita was struggling at 11 under, a whopping 8 strokes off the pace. In professional golf, that gap might as well be a canyon, particularly heading into Sunday, when front runners usually play it safe and protect their lead rather than take risks. The chances of someone mounting a comeback from 8 shots down? Virtually non-existent.
Miyu Yamashita, under the steady and sure guidance of the RNA. Now, I think that's a translator with her as well.
Didn't she just hold on to this the whole time?
Yeah.
Looking at LPGA history since 1980, this kind of deficit had been overcome just one single time before. That's how astronomically unlikely this scenario was. Most golfers in Yamashita's shoes would have approached Sunday as basically an exhibition round, play steady, post a respectable number, cash their check, and start thinking about the following week's tournament. But Miyu wasn't thinking that way at all. After Saturday's 3rd round wrapped up, Yamashita recognized something was seriously wrong with her ball striking. Her swing felt disconnected, her timing was completely off. Instead of calling it a night like her competitors, she headed straight to the driving range for an extended practice session. "My shots were not good after the 3rd round," she explained afterward, "so I just practiced a lot." That extra work was about to deliver the most incredible payoff imaginable. By Sunday morning, Kuala Lumpur's skies were heavy and gray. The air felt thick, the kind of weather that carries both tension and uncertainty. Storm clouds gathered above the course, and before long, lightning forced another delay. Players huddled inside, waiting for the signal to resume. For most, it was just another frustrating pause in play. But for Miyu Yamashita, it was a moment to breathe, the calm before the storm that would change everything. The leaderboard that morning read like a hall of fame, packed with champions and seasoned veterans. And hidden among them was a quiet rookie, seconds away from shocking the golf world. No one expected it. Not the commentators, not the fans, not even Miyu Yamashita herself. But that's the beauty of this story. The magic happens when nobody sees it coming. From the very first tee, something clicked. The late-night grind had straightened out every flaw that haunted her swing on Saturday. Her putting stroke felt smooth, her rhythm calm, and for once she had absolutely nothing to lose. Hole 1 birdie, confident strike, perfect read, ball drops. 7 shots back. Hole 2, another birdie, the putter catching fire. 6 behind. By hole 5, she drained a third 3 birdies in her first 5 holes. The gap was shrinking fast, and suddenly, whispers rippled through the crowd.
Very special birthday present for you, I know. You have dreamt about this moment since you were a little kid. How incredible does it feel to be standing here as the AIG Women's Open Champion?
小さい頃からこれを夢に向かえて、頑張ってきたんですけど、ご自身の気持ちはいかがでしょうか?
The rookie was on the move. She made the turn at 3 under for the day, and chaos started creeping across the leaderboard. While Yamashita charged ahead, Choi began to falter, par after par, steady but stagnant. Then came the stumble, a bogey, then another, and another. 3 bogeys in 4 holes, and that once safe lead was gone. By the time the field reached the back 9, 5 players shared the top spot. What had looked locked up on Saturday had turned into all-out warfare on Sunday. Yamashita never lifted her foot off the gas. Birdies on 10 and 11 pushed her right into contention. On 13, another one dropped. The comeback was no longer a dream. It was real, unfolding shot by shot. Standing on the 16th tee, she faced a choice: play it safe and hope, or stay bold and grab destiny with both hands. She chose aggression. By the time she reached the 16th hole, Miyu Yamashita was on another level. Birdie number 7 dropped like it was nothing. 7 birdies, no bogeys, the kind of round that separates dreamers from legends. Her 65 was spotless, carved out under the most suffocating pressure she'd ever faced. When she signed her card at 18 under, she stepped aside, uncertain if it would be enough. Her final putt on 18 slid just past the edge, a small miss that might cost her everything. She didn't flinch. If anyone wanted to take this win from her, they'd have to earn it shot by shot. Then came the wait, that cruel stretch every golfer dreads. Normally, tournaments wrap up by the script. The leader protects the score. The chasers fall short. But not this time. Dark clouds rolled over Kuala Lumpur, thunder echoing across the course. Officials called it play suspended for lightning. The crowd scattered. The field retreated indoors. Inside the clubhouse, time moved like molasses. Players paced, checked their phones, tried to reset. Momentum faded with every minute. For someone chasing their first LPGA win, the pressure was brutal. But Miyu didn't unravel. She slipped on her headphones, tuned out the chaos, and focused on keeping her pulse steady. "I just wanted to stay calm," she said later. And somehow, she did. When the horn finally blew to resume play, the tension snapped back instantly. Hee-jin Choi answered with a birdie on 16, pulling even at 18 under. Moments later, Australia's Hannah Green, calm, experienced, and dangerous, rolled one in on 18 to join the tie 3 players, all locked at the same score, walking straight into sudden death. No one could have predicted how this Sunday would end. Choi, who had ruled from day one, now found herself fighting for survival, needing extra holes to grab the win that once seemed certain. Hannah Green, the battle-tested veteran, was steady as ever. And then there was Miyu Yamashita, the 24-year-old rookie who had started the morning 8 shots back and now stood 1 swing away from rewriting history. The playoff was set. Sudden death on the par 5 18th. 1 hole. Winner takes all. Nearly $500,000 and a career-changing trophy on the line. But before anyone could strike a shot, the skies opened again. Another storm. Another delay. Mother Nature wasn't done testing their nerves. The waiting was agony. Endless, quiet minutes of overthinking, pacing, replaying every possible outcome in their minds. For some, that kind of delay breaks rhythm. For Yamashita, it sharpened her focus. She'd already proven she could stay calm under pressure. Now she had to show it one more time. When play finally resumed, 3 players marched back to the 18th tee. The crowd pressed closer, phones raised, the tension so thick you could feel it in the air. This was it, the moment legends are made. Playoff golf is unforgiving. 1 bad swing, and it's over. 1 perfect stroke, and you're immortal. The par 5 18th at Kuala Lumpur Golf and Country Club couldn't have been a better stage. Risk and reward split by water, precision demanded at every turn. All 3 players launched solid tee shots. All 3 found safety with their second, and all 3 stood over potential birdie putts to win it all. Choi went first, her ball slid by the edge. Still alive, but not enough. Green stepped up next, pure roll, perfect pace, until it lipped out. Gasp from the gallery. Then it was Yamashita's turn. Calm, focused, she studied the break one last time. She'd been flawless all day, 7 birdies, no mistakes, but this putt, this one meant everything. This was it, the shot that would define her career. Yamashita steadied her hands, exhaled, and pulled the trigger. The ball left her putter clean, gliding perfectly on its line. It broke slightly to the right, curling toward destiny. 10 feet out, still tracking. 5 feet, dead center. Bang. Birdie, playoff over, tournament won. For a second, the world froze. Then pure emotion erupted. Arms raised high, a smile breaking through disbelief, joy flooding her face. Her caddy sprinted over, the crowd exploded, and the internet lit up within seconds. The rookie who started 8 shots behind that morning had just completed one of the greatest comebacks in LPGA history. Broadcasts replayed the moment from every possible angle, that single perfect stroke. Clips of her clutch putt flooded social media. Miyu Yamashita wins in the playoff. Flashed across screens worldwide. Tweets went viral within minutes. Even her rivals, Green and Choi, could only smile and applaud. They knew what they had just witnessed wasn't luck, it was brilliance under pressure. In golf, when someone delivers like that, you can't be bitter, you simply tip your cap. In her post-round interview, Yamashita's voice trembled with emotion. "This is unbelievable," she said softly. "I just wanted to play my best today. My putting felt really good, and the birdies came." She paused, glancing at the trophy in awe. That birdie in the playoff, I'll never forget it. At just 24, she had proven she could thrive when the moment demanded perfection. A new chapter in women's golf had begun, and the message was clear. Miyu Yamashita wasn't just here to compete, she was here to conquer. The crowd's roar still echoed across Kuala Lumpur as replays of Miyu Yamashita's winning putt flooded every screen from Tokyo to Los Angeles. Commentators were stunned. They weren't just talking about a victory, they were witnessing the birth of a phenomenon. That single stroke didn't only seal a title, it shattered every expectation about what a rookie could do under fire. In the space of one heartbeat, Miyu Yamashita went from a name few knew to the player everyone was suddenly trying to define. Analysts scrambled for comparisons. Some said she had Lydia Ko's precision, others compared her calm to Hinako Shibuno's poise. But none of those descriptions quite fit. Yamashita's magic wasn't borrowed, it was built. Her demeanor was quiet but electric, her focus so sharp it seemed unshakable. Even veterans admitted they'd never seen a newcomer look that fearless in chaos. One commentator whispered, "She doesn't play like she's chasing the field, she plays like she's chasing herself." That single line captured everything about her rise. In Japan, the reaction was instant and emotional. Major networks broke into programming with special coverage. Newspapers splashed her face across their front pages. Kids rushed to driving ranges pretending to sink the Yamashita putt. Parents spoke of discipline and grace, the kind of values that transcended sports. Hashtags celebrating her flooded social media. And in one night, she became more than an athlete. She became a national inspiration. But while the world celebrated, Yamashita didn't slow down. Friends said she was back at the range within days, hitting balls before sunrise. Same routine, same focus. When reporters asked how she'd celebrate, she simply smiled. By practicing. That's the kind of answer that separates stars from icons. She wasn't trying to ride the wave, she was already building the next one. Behind the scenes, sponsors began calling, invitations poured in, and expectations skyrocketed. Suddenly, every camera wanted her face, every journalist wanted a quote. But what intrigued fans most wasn't the attention, it was how little she seemed to care about it. She carried herself with the calm of someone who'd already visualized this future long before it arrived. That mindset is what keeps people talking. Is Yamashita the start of a new generation in women's golf, one that values composure over swagger? Or is she a rare outlier, a reminder that humility can still lead to dominance? Those questions now circle every discussion about her. And yet, through all the noise and speculation, one thing feels certain: that Sunday wasn't a fluke. It was the first page of something much bigger. The moment the world realized that greatness can emerge quietly, without warning, and with a smile that says, "I'm just getting started." Because if that comeback proved anything, it's that golf can be both graceful and electric. The week after her historic win, the LPGA heads to Japan, and for the first time, Miyu Yamashita won't be an underdog walking quietly to the tee. She'll be the one everyone's watching. Her home crowd will roar with pride, but behind that love lies pressure, the kind that can either forge a champion or crush a dream. Every camera, every reporter, every fan will want to see if lightning can strike twice, and knowing Yamashita, she'll be the first to welcome the storm. What makes her story so captivating isn't just the comeback, it's what it represents. She's proof that in an age obsessed with stats, hype, and sponsorships, there's still room for quiet excellence. She doesn't shout for attention, she doesn't posture for the spotlight. She works, she adjusts, and then she delivers. In a sport built on patience and precision, she's becoming the face of composure, and maybe even the future of women's golf itself. Yet, not everyone agrees. Some critics argue the buzz is premature, that one miraculous week doesn't make a superstar. Others say her calm demeanor hides a fire that could dominate the tour for years. Both sides might be right, and that's exactly what keeps the conversation alive. Because whether you see her as the next big thing or a symbol of potential still unfolding, Yamashita has already achieved something rare. She's made people care about golf again. In every era, there's a moment when the game feels like it's changing before your eyes, when a single performance redraws the limits of what's possible. That's what happened in Kuala Lumpur. Her final putt didn't just win a trophy, it reignited a feeling. The reminder that golf at its best is about courage, patience, and timing, not fame or noise. And now, with the season winding down and the world watching her every move, Yamashita stands at the edge of something greater than any leaderboard. Because legends aren't built from one victory, they're built from the courage to chase another. The world will remember her comeback, her composure, and that smile as the ball dropped into the cup. But the true story is still being written, swing by swing, week by week. So here's the question: are we witnessing the rise of golf's next global icon, or just the first spark of something even bigger? Whatever the answer, one thing's clear: Miyu Yamashita has arrived. She's not chasing the spotlight anymore, she is the spotlight. And for women's golf, this feels less like an ending and more like the beginning of forever.